What's up, guys? This is another game of hutball I did. I was just running. I was my guildies. They like to do a thing where they say anyone up for PvP, and we like to run four-man groups. And so I got into one of those last night. And since I bought fraps, I just had fraps running the whole time. So it's really good for getting gameplay footage. I really like fraps more than my other thing. It's really easy to have a lot of footage on hand. So now that the game, I woke up and the next morning and the game is down for maintenance and they don't even have an ETA on bringing the game back up. So I figured, well, it's a good chance to look through some of this footage and get some stuff out there. So anyway, we're doing hutball, and I don't really feel like I did very good this game. I was just trying to get the feel for things. I feel like I get too distracted. I really need to have my eye on the objective more often, especially as a tank. Because if you get into the mindset where you want to pew pew everything, it's just you're not. There's other classes that are better suited for it than you, and if you're not playing to your strengths, then you're just kind of wasting a spot that could be better used for a DPS class. So I need to really focus on a taking damage for people that are important to keep alive, and B, reducing the enemy's damage whenever possible. Like, I should be throwing taunts on cooldown to anyone attacking my teammates. And I really need to be in the action. But I'm gonna try to steer away from the play-by-play type of commentary. I've been watching some of my videos, and I noticed that I talk too fast, and I don't really. Sometimes I'm not very clear, but I'm gonna try to steer away from that because you can see what I'm doing. I don't need to tell you everything that I'm doing, but if it's important, I'll bring it up. Basically, what I'm doing right now is I'm not guarding at the moment, but that's because I have a guild mate that's right next to me who's also a tank, and he's got his guard up. And when you use guard, another tank can't come in and guard the same target. In fact, another tank can't even come in and guard you if you're guarding someone else. Because if you could, that would be sick. You would just roll a team full of tanks and have every tank guard each other, and it'd be a giant chain, and everybody would just be impossible to kill. Maybe throw one healer in there, that would be just overpowered. So when you're guarding, it's like both of you are just unguardable. The thing about this game is the other team had a lot of healing. It was like it's like half their team was healers. It was almost impossible to kill anyone on that team. I think this was good. You see, I put guard on the ball carrier, and then I grappled the guy that was on him. That was the way I was. That's basically how you peel for someone in this game. You just peel any way you can, and it didn't really help. He got destroyed, but there's like four guys around us, so and we didn't have a healer, so I mean, you can't really expect to really pull off a miracle in that situation. Like I said, I don't really think I'm doing a very good job of playing hutball. I'm just basically new PvPing right now, and I need to, like, when I get in there, I need to be more focused, especially as a tank. See, right now, where's the ball? I don't know where the ball's at. I just know that I saw some people and I went over to kill them, and that's not really what you should be doing at all. Only fight in self-defense unless the ball's around. Well, there's the ball. So now I do a lot of line of sighting, and I notice that we're really outnumbered. So I'm running away, and I use the vents because I was trying to escape. I don't use the vents to get where I'm going. I use them to try to escape. And then that guy's attacking me, so I line of sight him. And I'm waiting for I'm waiting for combat to drop so I can heal up. There it goes. Now I'm healing. But as you can see, I'm not guarding anybody, and I'm not taunting. I'm not going after the ball, so I'm pretty much useless right now. So I need to work on that. They're kind of organized. You can see there's like 4 people there around the ball. They're really supporting the ball carrier. I'm really surprised we're not getting destroyed at this point. We didn't have as many healers, but I think they did a really good job this game. As you can see, I'm really trying to, like, when I play, I'm trying to drop the UI because I don't need the UI to play. So I'm trying to get rid of it whenever possible, but sometimes I forget. I don't know. I don't know if it makes it easier to see or not. If it doesn't, just let me know, and I won't bother. But I think it helps not having the clutter around. Like I said, you can't really see the score. You see we're up 1-0. You can't really see the score, but I think maybe I'll edit it into the videos, so whenever we score, I'll just flash it across the screen, just like they do in football games or something. If I ever figure out how to do that, since I'm still a noob at this. See, I'm going after the ball carrier, but I don't really have support. This is not really what my role is. I really should be like that guy right there is attacking the ball carrier. I should be defending him so that our attack isn't easily defeated. Because if they can't kill him as fast, then our attack will continue. And if I can get some damage out, then that's just a bonus. But I shouldn't be playing damage first. I should be playing tank first, damage second. I could be completely wrong on this. I mean, this is just my opinions, and basically, maybe I'm just reading too much into the role thing in PvP, but I really feel like there's just people just not respecting the role of a tank in PvP. There's not a lot of people that are playing tanks, and the ones that aren't exploiting it to the fullest. They're just not realizing how important it is to really play that role. But I suppose in an unorganized PvP environment where you're not coordinated and the teams are just doing whatever, it really isn't that beneficial to tank. Now in a rated battleground, I imagine tanking will get a lot more important, but it's always good to get some practice in. I cannot wait till I hit 30. I don't know, my video messed up right here, but it's not too bad. Every once in a while I think, what are you doing, stupid? Go for the ball. And so I track the ball down and I go after it. That guy is not important. Go for the ball. If you're ever being chased by a sorcerer, they usually don't do that good of damage on the run, so if you just run away from a sorcerer, they're not really a threat to you. I mean, I have not seen a whole lot of madness spec sorcerers, so maybe it's different for them, but the average sorcerer cannot really do much to you on the run. They're just really organized and they're just outnumbering us. Like they're destroying us in our team fights, but for some reason we're up in score. So I mean, I'll take it, I guess. It's because our guild was really our whole plan as a guild was just to run the ball. Just to take control of the ball and try to score with it. So while they were out team fighting us, we would get the ball and we would just take care of business. Right now our guild healer is really doing a good job because I should have died like 2 or 3 times there, and I'm still alive. So that was pretty boss. This fight right here, it's completely unnecessary. I mean, you shouldn't even be in fights like this, but it's really easy to get distracted. You see a guy And especially as a tank, if I see a guy attacking one of my teammates, I just have to jump in because it's like my job is to someone else has aggro. That's a bad thing. And while you can't force him to not aggro the guy, you can really penalize him for aggroing somebody else. So now I've got, what are you doing? Noob, follow the ball. I think we're going to score here. Hopefully I help him out. He's to the 20, the 10, the 5. He's going all the way. Oh, he's CC'd all the way. Touchdown! That's awesome. So we're up 3-0 at this point. Is that our guild? Yeah, that was my guild. That was the other tank in our guild. So, I mean, our guild isn't anything, super serious or anything like that. But I think they do a decent job. They PvP a lot and they have a pretty good record of winning. But then again, it isn't saying much against pugs. So here I am. Get on the ball, stupid. See, I'm trying to just peel like anything I can think of to get that guy off my ball carrier. I'm trying to do. I don't even really care about dying in war zones. If I die while doing my job, I don't care at all. If I have 20 deaths, it doesn't bother me, especially if I top the protection column. This game would be a lot more epic if they would allow us to make macros, because there's certain abilities that I would just macro into other abilities. I wish they would put the macro system that Rift had, because I really liked that system. It was really easy to use and it allowed me to utilize a lot of abilities that, without really having to think about them. Say you had an ability that you could only use after you dodged. Well, I'm not going to sit there and look for a dodge to see if I can use that ability. That just takes too much concentration. But if I macro it into another ability and I just spam that ability, every time I dodge, I'll automatically use the dodge ability. So it just made it easier to use a lot of my abilities. And you could say, well, that's a noob. Only noobs do that. But, people that, I'm not saying I'm a skillful player, but if I can find something to make me be more effective without, making it, and at the same time making it easier for me, then I'm all for it. So anyway, what am I doing now? Probably nothing useful. I guess I'm going after the ball again. I mean, as a tank, I don't really feel like I'm out there to try to kill people. I mean, obviously, if they're attacking my teammates, I want to put damage on them, just because I might as well. Once I have my guard up and I throw my taunt out there, you pretty much just put as much damage out as possible at that point. And I think I'm gonna die here. Usually when I see a guildie, I try to put guard up on them, so I feel like I'm doing something. And it never hurts if you're within range of someone just to auto attack him. It doesn't seem like you're doing that much damage, but it is actually pretty significant damage over time. Now I have the ball here, and whenever I get the ball, I get confused. Like I don't know which way I should be going, so I have to look at my team and say, okay, I'm on the purple team, so I should be heading for the yellow end zone. And that usually takes a couple seconds, but once I figure that out, then I'm like, all right, let's go. So I'm making my run. These things always seem to last forever when you have the ball. You're like, go down. and then I get CC'd on it. But I always save my CC breaker for when I'm crossing those because they always like to CC you on them. So you save that, and then I pop cooldowns and touchdown for nothing. I don't know. It always feels nice when you score in that game. But and the game's gonna end here. But let's look at the in-game stats. I always look at them to see how well I did. Like my opinion is that the medal system is it doesn't mean everything, but I think the more it's a good way of showing how well you contributed to the match, like what you were doing. It's not 100%, but it's I feel like it's good. It's a decent indicator. But if you look at the protection column, I wasn't even top in protection. Oh, maybe I was top in protection. Yeah, 33k protection. So all in all, I feel like it was a good match. But anyway, that's it. I'll catch you guys later.